If you clicked on this video, you want to gain 30 plus yards on your drive. So with this tip, I actually gained over 40 yards on my drive in the very beginning when I was swinging because I was doing this one thing wrong. And that actually has two different parts to it, and that's low point and attack angle. So we're going to take our driver here and I'm going to explain both to you now. So we're just going to take our ball and tee it up. So attack angle is a common mishap when it comes to a lot of golfers. Attack angle is a special part of the game where it differs for each club you use. So if you're using a driver, you want your attack angle to be positive. You want to be swinging up on the ball. So when I use my driver here, I want to be swinging up on the ball, right? When I use my irons, I do want to be swinging down on the ball, right? Instead of up, I want to be swinging down. So this also has to do with our low point. Our low point is the part of the swing where the swing is at the lowest point of the arc, right? So the swing is an arc. It's a 360-degree motion. And the low point with our irons should actually be into the ground because we want to be taking a divot. So our low point with our irons will actually be after the ball, usually around this area here, okay? Usually like an inch or two in front of the ball will be our irons low point as we're hitting with a negative attack angle and coming down on the ball, hitting the ground after, and then we swing up and through. But with our driver, we don't want to swing down on the ball as that leads to higher spin, lower launch, and overall lower distance. I've seen a ton of people who hit 220, 230 yard drives, and they might be happy with that, but they're swinging down on the ball. They're creating high spin. So when it's a windy day like today, you're not going to be able to hit that ball in the fairway every single time because your swing differs, your spin rates differ, etc. So what we're going to want to do instead is there's a couple fixes for this, but overall it all leads to increasing your positive attack angle. So again, with our driver, we're not going to be hitting down on the ball. It leads to a lower ball flight, right? We're not going to want to be doing that. Instead, what we're going to want to be doing is swinging up. So I can't tell you guys this enough. Swinging up with your driver is mandatory. So there's a couple things that cause you to be doing this. Either the ball is too far in the middle of your stance, like so. So if this is in the middle of my stance, if I take my stance like this, just like an iron, this is now, maybe 2 club heads inside of my left foot. That is way too much for your driver, as it'll cause you to want to be hitting on the ball and down. You don't want to be doing that at all. So what I'm going to want you to do here is take a step to the right. You want to be hitting it with your left heel in line as a standard, or even your left foot. I like to flare out my heel a bit to aid in that rotation. So now we're in a good position to be swinging up on the ball, right? Gives us a better chance of having that positive attack angle, gives us that lower spin, higher launch for the maximum distance we can get with our speed and our swing, okay? So the second thing that I also see a lot of golfers do would be if they're still swinging down on the ball in this position, is a good feel. A good feel for this position would not be to, again, go from high to low, where we're swinging from out to in, cutting across the ball. The motion isn't a cut, right? We're not trying to cut across the ball here. What we're trying to actually do is we're trying to swing up and through the ball here. So instead, we're going to want to go from low here to high, okay? So the complete opposite of high to low, we're going to want to come from low to high and swing all the way through to our intended target. So if you're still struggling with swinging down on the ball in this position, take a couple swings with your foot actually further back. Feel like the ball is so far away from you. You want it to feel weird. If you're doing something in the golf swing and you're changing it and it doesn't feel weird, you're not doing something right? It has to feel weird. So what you're gonna wanna do in this position is put it further forward in your stance. So when it's further forward, it'll be obviously further forward in our overall arc. So you'll have to swing up on the ball, okay? So I'm gonna hit a little test drive here. This isn't normal positioning, but it's to get you to feel that further forward setup, right? Higher launch, lower spin, little baby fade into the fairway. So if you're still struggling with swinging down on the ball with that negative attack angle on your driver, there's a couple other things we can work on. Now that's something to do with your shoulders. So I'm gonna take a standard setup here. Now my shoulders here, look at how they're aligned, right? We're aligned down. If I take a club here, we're aligned to the ground here. So with our shoulders here, we're not gonna wanna be aligned down. We're gonna wanna switch this alignment to be aligned up, okay? Not neutral either, so not down, not neutral. We're gonna wanna be aligned up of target here. So the reason for this is this also promotes, so dropping the right shoulder, lifting the left shoulder up, this promotes also swinging up on the ball. Now we don't wanna be swinging like this. We also don't wanna be swinging like this. We wanna keep our weight standard, shoulders pointed up, right shoulder down, left shoulder up. And then we're also gonna want to be swinging from low to high, okay? Our head can be behind the ball, which is okay. We don't really want it to be in front, as that means our weight, our center of gravity is in front. So our head's slightly behind the ball. You can even tilt it behind. And with our shoulders up and rotated, we should be able to get a higher ball flight with that positive attack angle, giving us the best possible chance of hitting the furthest shot we can with the speed and conditions we have with the centerness of contact. So again, shoulders aligned up, club face is good, weight is good, head is behind the ball. Let's see what we can do here. Lost my balance, but again, ball came out nice and high, not spinny at all. Let me try one more here to show you guys with good balance. Now that was me trying to kill the ball because I really wanted to show you guys how to swing up on it. But with a good standard setup here, just like so, shoulders are aligned up, grip is good, not too tight, head is behind the ball. We can have good, consistent driver flight wherever you want it to go, right to left, left to right. I have another video talking about how to draw the ball, how to fade the ball, and how we can approach those situations. So if you do want to gain 30 plus yards on your driver, those are a couple tips that I would give to you, and I guarantee if you're doing one of those things wrong, you'll see the distance improve dramatically. Leave a like and subscribe if this video helped you out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.